Essentially, you can stand up right here. We are gonna kneel at the edge of this couch right here. And you can maybe keep one heel down or you can cross them over right here. But maybe here, what you're gonna do is place your hands slightly outside of the body. You're gonna push the butt all the way back, looking over your right shoulder, and you're gonna look back into the camera just like that.
Hey, my name is Corey Reese, founder of Immersive Exposure, and I'm excited because today we get to learn the unique craft of boudoir photography with Kaia, a photographer whose client's average investment ranges from $3,000 to over $10,000 per session. So it's not just about dressing up a woman in sexy lingerie, it's about empowerment, it's about making a woman feel beautiful, confident, and really telling a story through your art. So if you want to learn how to set the mood with one light, how to direct poses with precision, and most importantly, how to stop guessing during your sessions and start executing with confidence, then you are in for a treat. After the training, we're gonna hop into immersive exposure to get our practice on. Because it's one thing to watch someone do it. You have to build a muscle memory. So when you do get in front of the clients, you are prepared. And as always, if you wanna watch this session in full VR and see every detail like you're standing in the room with us, pull out your MetaQuest headset and download Immersive Exposure. Let's get into it.
Hi, my name is Kaia. We're back for day 2. What we have set up today is a Einstein, which is policy buff strobe. And what I've done is I've actually elevated it to be directly over the model for today. So we're gonna use this as our key light, and I'm actually gonna kill the natural light. We don't wanna have too much conflict with the different color tones. So I'll close this up. If I wanted to use that, I would simply expose for the outside, make sure that's not overexposed, and then I would adjust my lights accordingly. But for today, we're just gonna keep it simple. So what I'm gonna have you do is actually go ahead and you're gonna lay across the couch. Your head is gonna be here at the corner. Your feet are gonna be up on the back of the couch. So rotate around the opposite direction. Yep, feet up there.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And sometimes, you know, I'm giving directions, sometimes it's not necessarily translating perfectly. So what I can do is just simply show you. So let me show you what I mean real quick.
Okay.
Come right on over here. So all I want you to do is lay down. You're gonna put your feet up high here. And I want your head to come slightly off the couch. That way it really elongates the neck, and you're gonna let your hair kind of fall off the side. You're gonna turn your arm here and here. Perfect. And this is going to really show off how long her legs are. Go ahead and put them at the top of the couch. Exactly. Perfect. And then I'm going to come around across the table. Beautiful. And go ahead and bend your elbow off the side of the couch.
Oh, I just want to make sure my boobs are not coming out.
Perfect. All right, so I'm going to put this in the foreground. We're going to do a little bit of a test shot, make sure everything's good before we get too crazy into the posing. So let's test this real quick. Perfect. We've got a nice moody light. So I'm getting, basically the light is kissing the top of her face, or that left side, and then everything else is kind of falling into shadow. I may do an exposure compensation through my camera to bring the shadows specifically up a little bit higher. But one other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to imply, because sometimes it's good to show and imply where that light is coming from, even if it's not real. So I'm going to turn this lamp on here. And even though this is a weak light comparatively, like this strobe is absolutely overpowering it, it's going to imply that that's where the light is coming from. All right, so let your head fall back again. Bent elbow, beautiful, perfect. All right, I'm gonna focus right on her eyes. And then go ahead and turn your chin up to the light. Beautiful. Breathe through the lips, nice and natural. Perfect. I'll bring myself around. You can look into the camera on this one. So move this hand and maybe bring it into like the straps or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Your left hand, you can tug at the strap just a little bit. And then rotate your chin to the sky just a little bit more. Good. Look right into the camera. Beautiful. Now close the eyes. We'll do a shot for the eyelashes. Right there's good. Perfect. And we don't want to do too much repeat, so we'll actually move on from here because those shots look really good. So you can go ahead and sit up for me. And I will pull this back and change the location. Do you have any favorite features or features that you don't necessarily want to show off today? Nope, everything's good? Perfect.
I don't really smile a lot, but
All
cool
right, so
tip,
I'm just going to
guys.
pull that back down.
oh, my nails are
Show those off. Oh, they're broken? Okay, okay. Let's do this. Let's do a shot where we're essentially, you can stand up right here. We are going to kneel at the edge of this couch right here. And you can maybe keep one heel down or you can cross them over right here. But maybe here, what you're going to do is place your hands slightly outside of the body. You're going to push the butt all the way back, looking over your right shoulder, and you're going to look back into the camera just like that. Good, and then do me a favor, since you have the underwear on underneath, go ahead and either like tuck it or, yeah, right in there. Perfect, yes. Good, and I'm gonna adjust your hair if that's okay. Okay. I always ask if it's okay in boudoir.
That's a
You don't
cool
want to
tip,
touch people
guys.
without their permission.
Definitely do that. Make sure you ask people.
Perfect. And I like looking just over the shoulder, that's perfect. Good. Give a slight smirky smile right there. Very good. I'm gonna check that, make sure it looks good. Everything is balanced. I've got all my lines lined up. Let me do one more with the corner of this table. Perfect. Yes, that looks good. All right, so come on off the couch. You're actually gonna sit here at the base of the couch. Your legs are gonna go long that way. All right, let me move my light here. I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit. Right here's good. If I wanted the composition to be a little bit brighter, I would just move this a little bit further over, but since I do want to shoot more from the shadow side, I'm going to keep it off on the side like this. Now, I am tethered today because my wireless trigger is being repaired, so what I'm going to do is hide it behind one of these pillows to go behind her. So I'll tuck that in over here. And what you can do is actually lean up against this. So I'll pull this, go ahead and lift the hair up, and we're gonna put it against the pillow. So go ahead and lean back. We're gonna splay it out, let the back of your head fall. Good. We're gonna make it look like it naturally fell in this position, even though we are styling it. Something like that will look good. Good, I'll make any adjustments that I need. Perfect. Go ahead and put your chin up to the ceiling. Yes. So I'm back on this shadow side again. All right, and I like exactly what you're doing. Just make this left leg go a little bit longer. Yes, push the knees together. There you go, perfect. Bring this hand over the hair, and you're gonna put it up above the crown of the head, a little bit further up. And I'll place it right here. Good. And you can keep it off the head right there. Yep. Give me a little bit of dimension with the fingers. Yes. Good. Chin to the ceiling. Good. And this overhead shot is very slimming for everybody too. She doesn't need it, but for future reference, it's always a good angle for women. Tilt your head towards the light for me. Let's get the neckline a little bit. And I have to be cognizant of everything going on here, so I'm making sure to cut my composition before it reaches any of those details. Now take that hand that you have above your head and maybe come right here to the side of the cheek. Yes, good. And close the eyes on this one. I'll do a detail shot. Good. Now we're going to add a little bit of moodiness to this, so I want you to kind of bring it over the eye. Yes, just like that. Tilt the head up a little bit higher. Yep. Now take a nice deep breath. You know how if you do that, you can kind of bring out the clavicle? Yep, do that. And look right into the camera. Smoky smile, smirky. Perfect. That looks really good. Okay. So I'll come back around. Oops. And for this one, I want the light tucked behind her. That way we get a little bit more shadow definition underneath the chin. So we still want it to hit her legs, but we don't want to fill it out too much. Okay. Now the right leg is actually going to go longer than the left leg now. Good. Bring your right arm up over the head. You're going to tilt the head back and kind of look, yeah, exactly what you're doing. I don't even have to direct. Perfect. I like that soft touch, show off the ring. Yeah, perfect. Beautiful. Good. Bring the hand back up to the chest. That's really pretty. Good. And she's got really long legs, so I want to do a nice leg shot too and show off like the heels. Good. I could crop it in, skip over the heels entirely. Good. Beautiful. That is absolutely gorgeous. All right, so other than that, I'm just going to do a couple little portraits. So kind of glance into the camera really gently for this one. Maybe bring the hands into the hair, give it a little bit of oomph, a little interaction. Good. Perfect. Chin up a little. Perfect. I'm going to change my angle. Very good. Chin up a little higher. That's pretty. If I shoot past the leg, it cuts off the torso. And then move like you're about to tuck the hair back behind the ear. Yes. Beautiful. And then glance into the camera as you do so. Beautiful. Bring in a smile on this one since you don't normally. Good. Same thing, but smile like somebody's over this direction. Beautiful. All right. We got that.
All right, so if you like me, now that I've actually seen somebody with their process, now I want to try it out. Okay, cool, perfect. So we are in our own studio, man. Free of charge. So I kind of know how it is when you see something, you want to do it, but you might not have access to a studio right away, somebody to actually take photos of, but now you do, okay? So let's go ahead and pull a model out. So this was probably going to be closest to what we just learned from Kaia with the Boudoir. So let's go ahead and click to change the pose and try to find something that could fit. Okay, this could be cool. Let's kind of maybe position her as if she's leaning against this couch. One of the things that Kaia talked about was making that light kind of kiss against the side of her face, as well as being able to kind of highlight a little bit of her leg. So let's pull one of the lights in. And then of course she had a strip box. This is more of a traditional square softbox. So that's a difference in terms of the shape and the pattern that you're going to get. But so if we was to angle this, and let's just lift this light down just a tad bit more, the height, and now angle it. So looking at what's happening here, if I was to turn this light off and looking over here, you see how where the light is casting at, we see light coming down her arm, it's touching a little bit of her leg there. And because we're going to shoot on this side of the talent, so that seems a little bright to me. So I'll bump this light down just a tad. Or I could have changed my aperture to adjust it down so that it can kind of make it a little darker. So let's go ahead and take that shot. So that looks pretty cool. Let's just position her a little bit more on this edge right here and adjust that. Another thing I like that she did was she kind of came in and kind of get like the detailed shot of the eyelashes and things of that nature. This particular model is wearing a little jewelry, so being able to kind of capture that is cool. And let's see, maybe let's change to a different pose. That's another thing that I noticed. She didn't stay too long. She didn't sit there and take 1,000 photos of the same shot, which I think really helps with your workflow. Get the great shots, trust yourself, and then kind of move on. This is kind of another sitting pose. Let's try something standing up. And that's the cool thing about when you are doing photography. You might see something that you like, but it doesn't mean that you have to do exactly what you see. Sometimes you get in the mix, you find, I think that's how you kind of find your creative style, is that you see what you like, what you're attracted to, and then you try your own thing, right? All right, so let's try the model standing here. So it looks like it's a little bit more light that's hitting her leg here than her face. So I'm gonna just lift this light up just a tad, the height. So let's just lift that up some there and adjust that back down. And then we can grab this light here and adjust it just ever so slightly so it's illuminating her face a little more. Perfect. Now I can change my lens if I just press in here. So I think 85 would be cool for this shot. Nice, that looks pretty cool. All right, so I will see you in the next lesson.